Hello there and welcome back to Satisfactory, yes. Back on good old Satisfactory, going to be continuing right where we left off. But first, you know what time it is. We've got to talk about the cloud gaming service that we're going to be using to play this game on. Before you go, there is a link down in the description below that should you wish to use that link to get a subscription to Boosteroid, I do thank you because it does help out the channel. Alright, so, Boosteroid. What is Boosteroid? It is a cloud gaming service that allows you to play your PC games on pretty much any mobile device. Or pretty much any device, including mobile, of course. This includes cell phones and tablets, to smart televisions, to desktops and laptops you can use. They got a wide range of devices that do support the use of that, and applications. You can use their applications. You can use their browser. Use the browser. Or use any browser of your choice, really, because it's all done over the internet. That is the one thing about it is internet is very, very important. So how important is the internet? The internet connection is very, very important. It is used for a wide variety of different things. One of them being playing your game, of course, because it's not like streaming a movie or a video or anything like that over the internet. This takes a lot more resources because you're not only receiving a stream like we are now, because we're actually playing this game Satisfactory on their service. You're not only receiving it, but the inputs that you use, or the inputs that you input into your keyboard or into your mobile device, however you're using to control the game, those inputs get set over the internet to a computer that's probably somewhere to the tune of a quarter to halfway across the planet via the internet, and then that stuff then the what you call it, the inputs the results of the inputs for that game then get sent back to you within a matter of milliseconds. So it's pretty crazy technology, very, very fast, but it does require a very good internet connection. We're talking, very good. We're talking a good one. So what they do recommend for internet connection is over there's 25 megabits of download and up. Obviously, the better the download speed, the better your experience is going to be, because it's all, the internet is going to dictate your experience on the platform. Well, pretty much any cloud gaming platform, it's all internet based. So you've got that, and then they recommend less than 20 milliseconds of latency, which is in milliseconds. Make sure your milliseconds is pretty low as well. You can see ours usually sits around 50, sometimes it hits 80 or so. And it's not really a big deal being up that high, but obviously the higher it is, the more input lag you're going to have. So basically, when I hit the W key, how many milliseconds is it going to take for my character to then move on the screen, is basically how that's calculated. So it might not matter in single-player games or co-op games where, there's no high stakes or anything like that, but if you've got competitive multiplayer that you're trying to use, or that you're trying to play, that might have a bit more of an adverse effect, trying to play those games as well. So make sure that you have a decent enough internet connection and stuff like that. So yeah, internet is very, very important, and also cloud saves and all that stuff. So make sure that you got your cloud saves going on. So, like I said, the way I'm playing Satisfactory today, and as I always play it, is I am playing within a browser. So you see, Boosteroid.com has my browser. Every time I alt tab and stuff like that, it pops up with that little notification. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up the overlay, and you're going to notice a few different things here. We've got this right here. I don't know if this is available across all areas of cloud gaming for this service, but this with the browser allows me to show statistics right here. And you can also stream with Boosteroid if you like to. It's kind of rudimentary controls. It's nothing special, but it is there. As well as the end session button. So if you're new to Boosteroid or new to any kind of cloud gaming, really, one of the things you want to make sure, because like I said, cloud saves are also very, very important, is you want to open up your game's menu as if you're on a PC, and you want to save your game if you can, or have an autosave, whichever, and then you're going to exit to desktop. Once you exit to desktop, that's going to take you back to where you logged in to play the game, either through Steam or through Epic. And then once the cloud save is backed up, then you can then bring up that overlay and end the session there. Okay, so that's pretty much how you end that, and that'll ensure that you don't lose save data and stuff like that. But Boosteroid does have... Let's go ahead and resume here. Boosteroid does have a system in place that should you lose internet connection completely, or you lose power, the browser closes out unexpectedly, crashes, or your internet browser crashes or closes out, or anything like that, where you're no longer connected to the session and you're not able to reestablish connection to the session very quickly. They have a system in place that the session that you had going will stay open long enough for the either normal save or the autosave, whichever the most recent one was, and it will sync that for you to the service that you were using to play, or to the either Steam or Epic that you're using to play that game. It'll back up that save to the cloud for you, and then yes, to the cloud for you, and then it'll close out the session. That way, we got all the protections in place to try to lose as little of data as possible. So yeah, pretty nice. I don't know if the other services have stuff like that, but I know Boosteroid does. So, and then to prove to you that I am playing within a browser, if I move my cursor to the top of the screen, got the overlay up. Releases the control over my cursor here. If I move my cursor to the top of the screen, as you can see, I am indeed playing within a browser. The reason that it goes to full screen like this is because if I hit F11, that's what it does within Firefox anyway. I'm using Firefox to do it, which there's probably better methods, but I enjoy using Firefox. So, but yeah, and then I can go over here and click the main tab for Boosteroid, and you can see their main page. So when you sign up or sign in, this is what you're usually going to be greeted with. Is going to be greeted with your list of games right here. So your games list and all the different controls and stuff, which we'll go over, talk about some of the features, some of the stuff to keep in mind and whatnot on here on Boosteroid, on the system and stuff like that. So I guess first we'll talk about the library. So basically, when you're looking at games, there's going to be quite a few different things when it comes to the games that you're going to be noticing. Obviously, one is going to be, some of these have the Steam logo, and some of these have the Epic logo, as you can see down there. Now, these games, these are the Steam version of games. If they have the Steam logo, that's the Steam version. If they have the Epic Games logo, that's the Epic Games logo version of the game. So if I click play, actually, we'll go to the search icon. So if you're trying to look for a game and you can't find it, or you don't want to scroll endlessly through their library, because we click library over here, you can scroll endlessly. They have tons and tons and tons of tons and tons and tons of games. And this is not the games list, by the way. It just takes a second to load. And you can scroll endlessly through that, and just keep on scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, and maybe you'll see a game you like. And let's go all the way back to the top. But yeah, you can click the little search icon in case you want to do that, and that will bring that up. There we go. And then we can type in SnowRunner here. Or Snow for SnowRunner. But I use SnowRunner as an example for a few different reasons, because it's got both versions. So yeah, got both versions. Got the Steam version, the Epic version. Make sure you click play on the version that you have. If you click the little plus icon, what that will do is that will add it to your games library over here. If it'll load. There we go. It took a second. But yeah, you can see I got the Steam version because I only have Steam games. I've never bought any games off of Epic, so yeah, I have all mine from the Steam. And you can also click the minus button in case you want to remove it, or you didn't mean to add that and stuff like that. So that basically is how you add games to your library. Also, if you do have Steam, you can link your account from Steam to your Boosteroid account, and what that will do is that will look at all the games you have on Steam and it'll add them automatically. If they have support for that game, it will be added to your games library here. There it is, right there. You can connect your Steam account, which is really awesome. They just recently added that a few weeks ago, so that's just a much quicker way to be able to add your games, and it'll add all the ones that it supports, and then you can just hover over it, click the play button, and you're good and golden. Now, when you're looking at there's another thing you're going to notice about these games, that when you look at them, there's ones that are going to say license required and ones that are going to say free. What those mean is the free ones mean that you don't have to own the game in order to play it because it's free. You just play it. But you still need to own a subscription to Boosteroid in order to play that game. The free ones or the license required ones, same thing. The reason that this is because you're still using their servers and their hardware in order to play that game. No matter what device you're using, you're still connecting to a computer, and you're still using that computer in order to play that game. So League of Legends, World of Tanks, stuff like that, Shattered Line. So yeah, that's the same thing. And then the license required means that you need to own that game on that service in order to play it. So SnowRunner on Steam, Portal on Steam, I need to own those games in order to click play, or in order to play those games. So if I click play, it's going to take me it's going to take me either to Steam or to Epic, depending on this little icon up here, and then I'll need to sign in and then go to play that game. So as well as if you want as well, there is a store here called Fanatical. It's just another game key store that you can buy games on. Sometimes they'll have deals that Steam and Epic don't, but you can buy Steam and Epic titles here as well if you like. And if you do go to do that, there is some tutorials here on how to activate the Steam key and how to activate the Epic key based on the service. They have the tutorials there, so it's nice and easy. And the Fanatical store that you see here only sells games that Boosteroid supports, so you don't have to worry about that. You can buy any of these games, and Boosteroid supports it. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. So it would make sense otherwise, right? But yeah, that's so yeah, really nice that they have a little store there that you can just purchase the games through there if you like. Quite a few options and stuff. Okay, and there is the other thing that I wanted to go ahead and talk about. They just recently did this, so we got the MS Store. Click it. Thank you. You got the MS Store Games Pass on board, and this new exciting thing. There wasn't very much information released for it. But we did all get an email about it, of course. Alright, so not a whole lot of, like I said, not a whole lot of information. I got the thing pulled up here. So basically, it looks like they're adding the Xbox Game Pass and the Microsoft Store to Boosteroid. Which is, if you're into that sort of thing. Not really my cup of tea, because I just play, games off of Steam and stuff. But if you have the Xbox Game Pass, or you want games from the Microsoft Store, you can add those and play those as well. And they're offering cross-play and a few other things as well. So, and they're still adding more features from that type of stuff as well as games and whatnot. And you're able to play games. They're going to be supporting games from the Microsoft Store and stuff like that. So, like I said, if you're into that type of thing, not really my cup of tea. I don't really like to own games off the Microsoft Store. That's just me, though. It's not bad or anything. It's just not. I like Steam, so I'm sure most gamers are like that. They're just like they like their preferred platform, and that's what they stay with. But anyway, so that's pretty much that. They just added this not too long ago. They've been working on it for quite a while, actually. This was quite a few months in the making. So, and we already knew it was coming. The Microsoft Store and stuff like that. Just they hadn't implemented it yet. But that's pretty much that. More information probably coming soon. Coming soon to a Boosteroid near you. That works. But anyway, yeah. So the other thing we're going to talk about is the autosaves. The cloud saves. There we go. My brain's not here today. So cloud saves. So most games that you're going to encounter when you go to save the game or anything like that, over on their over on your game there, when you go to save and you go to exit, the platform that you, or the store, I guess you could say, the launcher that you're using, is then going to cloud save that. So games like Satisfactory, stuff like that. I say most games have this. That the cloud save is then going to then upload your save to the cloud. You're going to end your session, and all is well. So that's pretty much how those are. Cloud saves are very, very important. Boosteroid does not have access to your computer, to your personal files. So it's not able to pull those saves from your computer. That's not what it does. It pulls it from the cloud. And then loads up when you go to use one of their computers, play a session like this, like I'm doing right now. This save is then pulled from the cloud and downloaded and then launched with the game itself. So all that happens very, very quickly and stuff like that. So it's no big deal as well. So the other thing you're going to run into, though, is there is very few games. Let's go back over here. There's very few games that you're going to run into this issue with, like Dice Sphere Program. When you go to click on it, you're going to see it's in yellow and it says local saves there. So basically, this game, like Dice Sphere Program, do not have cloud saves available for the game. So if I go to play, let's say I have a Dice Sphere Program going on my computer, and then I go to use Boosteroid and I go to play Dice Sphere Program, I'm going to have to start a brand new game. Which does kind of suck, yes, but that is a fault of the developer of the game, not a fault of Boosteroid. It's just Boosteroid does not have cloud saves available to it, so Dice Sphere Program does not have cloud saves available to it, so Boosteroid's not able to pull that save. But they have kind of remedied this problem a little bit by having your progress being saved on their Boosteroid servers. So if I play a game on Boosteroid, and then I go to play that, or I go to play Dice Sphere Program again on Boosteroid, I can load up the save that I had, because it's saved locally to their servers. So that's really cool of them to do. They don't have to do that, obviously, but if you want to enjoy the game, you don't have to start it every time. You don't have to start over. So it's to start over at the beginning, but not continuing on from there. But most games you're going to run into, if we go back here, there we go, like Satisfactory here, you can say it just says cloud save, so it's just saved to the platform server. So just like normal. What this also means, that they don't have access to your PC and your personal files, that mods and third-party software is not supported. So games like Satisfactory that have mods available for it usually are done through the SMM or Satisfactory Mod Manager, and that's a third-party software that Boosteroid does not support. So Boosteroid does not support those third-party softwares or anything like that, and most mods in general. So you're not going to be able to play with mods when you're playing these types of games. But there are a few exceptions to the rule. Games that have, I don't know how it works on Epic Games platform, but on Steam they have what's called Steam Workshop, which has a lot of mods for it, for games. And some games, when you go to play it on a new computer, like at your friend's house or whatever, it re-downloads those mods for that game so that you can continue that save. And everything's all in well. So it's just Steam's automatic system. So that's the exception to the rule. The other exception to the rule is games like SnowRunner, which have a built-in mod manager, so that you can play these types of games, play those types of games with your mods, because the mods are linked to the save as well. And they have a built-in mod manager where you can re-download those mods for your save. So that's the other exception to the rules, where the mod manager is built in, because they want you to play the game as intended. And obviously, SnowRunner wanted you to play the game with mods, so that you could have a lot better time with that. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much all that. That's pretty much the mods and stuff like that, as well. All right, so then going back over here, back to the main page here. So the next thing we're going to go ahead and talk about. There's one other thing too that you can do with an account. Creating an account with Boosteroid is completely free, by the way. So that you can look at their games list, right here, and no installation is required, by the way, for these games, stuff like that. But just a little side note, you don't have to install the games to your phone to play them. But that way you can look at their games list, as well as you could test your internet connection, which is right here. I'm not going to do that because it shows your exact location and which server you're connected to. So obviously I'm not willing to do that, but you can do that if you like. You can click that. It will test your internet connection versus their servers, and it'll kind of tell you how your session's going to go. Kind of give you an idea of what to expect, and stuff like that based on the internet connection that you have. So that way you can test it. You can get quite a bit of information before you even purchase a subscription. So there's that. Let's say you're having issues with the Boosteroid service, or issues with games, or anything like that. There's a few avenues that you can take to get help. You can click this little question mark up here, which will open up a brand new tab if you're on the internet, of course. And this will take you to their help center. So your help center, this is just your general stuff. You can type in questions up here, and that might link you to a few different articles depending on what you're searching for. Or you can just click and go through them and read. And this is just, general help information and troubleshooting and stuff. So, or general information about the service itself. As well, so there's that. But if you have a subscription to Boosteroid, there is this little thing down at the bottom right. You can click. This is the live chat service. You can click that. You can follow the on-screen instructions of this little pop-up. It will verify your account, and then you will be connected to a live chat service. So it's like calling into a call center, but way easier, way faster. And then you can describe the problem. They can even monitor your situation if you're having trouble. Like if I'm playing a game here, click over to the main game tab. If I'm playing this game and I'm having issues with the game, like the stream's not working quite right, or the game's not working quite right, something's just off, not working, issues, whatever have you, right? What they can do is, since they can monitor their own computers, they can monitor your situation. And help you out with that situation and correct any errors, things like that, which is really nice. And the reason I know about this is because I've had experience with it. I had an issue one time, and it was a thing with their servers. The server that I was connected to was having issues and was, getting maintenance on it and stuff like that. So it ended up being a server-side issue, and that's what happened. So, and they were able to monitor it live, which was really cool. So, but that's pretty much that. The other avenue that you can take, you can close this out, is they do have a Discord channel. There's a few articles and stuff. You can go on through there. You can get help from the community. You can also connect with other gamers. You can see all the different partners, like myself, on the Boosteroid service. In the videos that we create with Boosteroid, you can find all those videos there, and maybe you'll find even more information from other YouTubers and content creators and stuff like that. So yeah, a few different avenues that you can take, which is really nice. Quite a wide range of help given. And you can get all the information possible before you even make a purchase if you like. Okay, so moving on to the price tab over here. Okay, and here we are at the pricing. Before we get into it, if you have a discount code or a subscription code, an activation code, make sure you enter those down there and you click the apply for the discount or you click the activate for the subscription code. So you do this before you purchase anything. This is how the discount codes work. You click the discount, you type in your discount code or paste it however you want, and then you click apply, and that will apply the correct discount for the correct option in here. And then you go and purchase it. That's how the discount stuff works. So just a little side note there. So yeah, if you don't know, this price right here, this is in euros right there. So if you want a more close to the American dollar or whatever, this 9.89 euros right here is closer to $10.80. Is pretty much how it translates into American dollars and stuff like that. But the reason it is in euros is because their main office or their headquarters is based out of Ukraine, so that's why they use the euro. And stuff like that. But this is just per month. Also, between these two options, this is the 1 month, this is the 1 year, which with the 1 year you pay the $89.89 right there, just as a one-time payment, and that's just on our $100. It's like $97 or something like that. As well. So, but there is no difference between these two options, as you can see down here. Here's your list of features. There's no difference. You get the same between those two. But if you are just starting out, I would recommend the 1 month, just in case something goes wrong or you end up having troubles or end up not liking the service. It's not a huge loss and stuff like that. But if you end up enjoying the service after that 1 month, maybe you pay for another month, or maybe you go for the full year. But I would definitely start out with the 1 month. That's just my recommendation. And then the other feature that they don't list here, which I don't know why they don't, but it's a really awesome feature, and it's kind of the edge that they have over the other options here, is that you can play your games for as long as you want. It's not like the competitors where they have a kind of a session time limit. You can play your games for as long as you want, 5 minutes or 5 hours. They don't care. You could play it for 30 seconds if you like, or you could play it for several days, just as long as you keep up with not having any inactivity. So they do have an inactivity timer that if you play a game, or if you're playing a game or session and you're inactive for 8 minutes, you will get a jump scare warning. I call it a jump scare because it is one. It's pretty loud, just to kind of get your attention. Maybe you fell asleep or something. I imagine that's why it's loud. But yeah, you will get a warning, and you have 2 minutes before the session closes automatically, and from that point on, you can then either end the session or continue. So that way you're not, people aren't taking up a slot or a computer, as they say, and not playing their game. So you're not allowed to just sit there, not do anything, unfortunately. But yeah, that's pretty much how that works. But yeah, I can play any game that I want that Boosteroid supports for as long as I want. They're not like the competitors where it's like, 30-minute session time, or an hour, 2 hours, session time, stuff like that. So they don't have those kind of limitations on session time, because that in my opinion, it'd be pretty annoying to create videos on, especially me being, a content creator. Sometimes I'll end up playing games with Boosteroid for many hours, just to create a video and stuff like that. So it's just how it is. And it'd be pretty annoying to have to keep renewing the session each time, keep getting back in line every half hour, every hour, stuff like that. So that's kind of the edge they have over the competition, which is really awesome. So hopefully they don't ever change that. But anyway, back over to here. So they've got a standard and they've got the ultra. The ultra is not in yet. They're still working on that. They want to make sure it works properly before you end up paying that much bigger price tag there. So basically, you got the standard. You just got the 1 month and the 12-month right now. You get the basic VM, which VM means virtual machine because you're technically it's a virtual computer that you're playing on. It's an actual computer, but you're virtually playing. I don't know how to explain it. It's hard. But yeah, basic virtual machine. With just your standard graphics settings for the game and stuff like that and whatnot, up to 1080p for the quality of the stream, which is perfect for me because I use a flat screen TV as my monitor for my computer. So that's all fine to me. And 1080p is pretty damn good for most mobile devices. Actually, I should say all mobile devices, unless you're carrying around a big TV as your mobile device. 720p is good for most phones and tablets and stuff. So 1080p, especially if you're using a mobile device, 1080p is just perfect. And then you got the 60 FPS. So basically, these two numbers right here is only good for if you have a good internet connection. So you can see over here, I've got stream FPS is 60 FPS. My TV is a 60 hertz refresh rate, so 60 FPS is just perfect, because that's how that works, I guess. But yeah, and 60 FPS is just perfect for me, so I don't have to worry about it. But if you want those higher qualities, obviously you have to go for the 4K over here. So you get the with this option, if this was available, you would get the high-end virtual machine, which has basically got the really awesome graphics cards and RAM and all that stuff. And you get the ray tracing there. You get the up to 4K quality, and you would get the 120 FPS and more, basically unlimited, which is what that is. But that's just the quality of the stream, not the actual computer. But yeah, that's pretty much how that works. So if you are using Boosteroid on a computer like I am, you might be able to take advantage of that 4K 120 FPS stuff if you have the correct monitor for your side of things. But if you're using a mobile device, I think standard is probably good. Is good enough, honestly. You might be able to make use of the 4K if you have a newer phone or something, but that's pretty much that, and that's pretty much the pricing. So alright, and back to the main page here. Let's go back over to my games. That's pretty much everything I wanted to talk about. Pretty much everything on the service. One more quick little thing that I forgot to talk about is the type of internet connections that are viable and what's going to work and what's not. If you can, obviously with mobile devices, you're not going to be able to do this, but if you can, use an Ethernet cable because that is the most stable type of connection. But if you have to go Wi-Fi, which is most mobile devices anyway, if you're going to use internet and not your cell phone service or whatever, then you're going to want to use the 5 gigahertz or higher Wi-Fi, because 2.4 is not good enough. 2.4 is not strong enough because there are still devices and stuff that can only use 2.4, and there's still routers out there that still do the dual band, which is the 2.4 and the 5 gigahertz. So you make sure you want to do the 5. Just a little tidbit there as well. Also, one other little thing too. The reason that I am promoting Boosteroid and using their service is because it's not because they pay me. They don't pay me to say anything. They don't pay me to talk about the service or anything like that. And you're like, well, why do you promote their service and stuff? Then and it's because they promote my channel, and they allow me to promote my channel on their Discord. So that's pretty much awesome for me. So you got my vote. You got my vote. It is voting season, but you got my vote for Boosteroid. I've been using the service for quite some months now. We're getting close to a year, and I've enjoyed the service so far. I've had very, very little issues with it, and the issues that I did have, most of them were on my end anyway. and stuff like that. So, and there's a few little quirks and stuff, but I imagine that's with most of those the internet game services out there anyway. So, but yeah, I enjoy Boosteroid. They don't pay me to say anything. They just give me a few pointers. Say, hey, can you talk about this, and whatnot. And as long as you meet your quota and stuff like that, we'll promote your channel, and you can use the Boosteroid service, stuff like that. It's really awesome. So it's kind of a win-win for both of us. It's a mutual relationship, being part of the partnership program, and I do thank them for that. So I do thank Boosteroid for allowing me to be part of the partnership program and allowing me to promote their service and stuff like that. And I don't see any other companies, multi-million-dollar companies, that are coming to me to support their product. Not a tiny channel like mine, right? Nobody wants that. Like, he has under 1,000 subscribers. He's not even making money on YouTube, It's like, yeah, we won't go with that person. It's like Boosteroid did, and I'm happy for it, and it's awesome. So, and I love the service. Like I said, I've been using the service for a while and very little issues, and I definitely wouldn't be promoting it if I didn't use it and end up liking the service. So, anyway, let's finally go ahead and get into this game. Chapter 2. That's what we'll do. We'll do that from now on. Be like Chapter 2. Okay, let's go ahead and get on into this. Get on into this game here. Alrighty, now where were we when we last left off? We were making rotors, and we needed all of this just to have 2 rotor machines. So we've got rods going into this one, which is just now, I think that just now got full, to be honest. And we got screws going into this one as well. So the other thing you're going to notice too is when I'm playing this game, I kind of have to be a little bit more careful, I guess, with my movements and stuff like that, because this is one of the hiccups that I was going to talk about. One of the hiccups of using Boosteroid, using any service, because it's browser related. Because I'm using a browser, I have hotkeys that cannot be disabled or changed. As well. So if I hit Control W, I'm not going to do it, but if I hit Control W, it ends up closing out the entire browser. So I have to be very, very careful about hitting any of those hotkeys because they cannot be disabled or changed. And the reason that's a problem is because Satisfactory here, it's not a problem with all games either. Satisfactory here, let's see. Probably want to use splitters, huh? I will use splitters. Satisfactory here uses control for a lot of different options. I think I'm going to use... I'm going to do this. Let's remove these. Change my mind about these. Control does a lot of operations within Satisfactory. It's a very complex game. And Control does a lot of different functions. And when you played over 2,000 hours of Satisfactory, it tends to ingrain those controls into your brain as far as muscle memory. So, like I said, I have to be very careful. So I can't change that because I've been playing with it for 2,000 plus hours. Whoops, that didn't go where I wanted it. Yeah, and also... since I do have the latency, that's usually around 50, 60, 70, sometimes 80, 90, depending on the time of day, because it's temperamental sometimes. Not with the service, but with my internet connection, it can be temperamental. Yeah, I have to be very, very careful. So you're gonna notice my movements and stuff are slow and kind of a little more, I guess you could say a little more deliberate. It's because I have to be very careful about what I do. I have to be a little bit slower. I can't rush that kind of stuff because I'll end up hitting a set of keys that I don't want to and end up ruining the thing. So, oops. I probably wanted to, things rods, I probably wanted to put a splitter there, which I completely forgot to do. So we'll have the rods on that level, and then we'll have the, and then maybe we'll have the others on a different level. Something like that. Anyway. Okay, so 9. Yep, this is a splitter. So that can go there. Just like that, and then 3. And hopefully we should be able to upgrade that. Otherwise, I guess we gotta delete it if we don't. If we're not able to. 5, 5. There we go. And then we'll put some supports on it to make it look, make it look supported. As one is usually to do. I'm going to remove that so we don't cause issues. Okay. And then we'll put that. And 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay. So then the splitter. This splitter is going to go like this. Like that, and then like that. I should be able to put a lift on that, I think. Actually, I don't know. Let's give it a try, I suppose. So 4. Actually, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. I can hook to this, though. Yeah, it's too far. It's too far away. Okay, we'll have to move it over 1. A bit like that. Maybe something like that, anyway. Let's remove these to remove the temptation to hook to other stuff. We could do it like that. Yeah, that'll work. But that does mean, though, that I need to move this splitter here. And we'll have to move this connection. One, 2. Needed to put that in there anyway. So put that there, and then 1, 2. We gotta remove that, and that does mean we'll be able to upgrade that belt later. And then 9. And 3. Hook that into that splitter, and then there we go. That looks good. Oop. And then it's going to be going here. Where's the box? So the box is over there. Okay. So 5. Let me just grab that. There we go. But yeah. I should probably remove that. Just in case. Okay. Before we put the supports and stuff in, we'll need to there, connect all this. Then we can put the supports in. So that there, very nice. Okay, and then I think that's lined up. Yep, that is lined up. 4. Okay. That'll work there. I think that works. Alright. I need to go over this one, do the same thing. Hook it to that first. You see it disappears. That's just the way it goes. Oh man. Okay. I'll do 3. And drag that over there. That works. That's where I'm going with it, right? Yeah, that works. Just like that. Ooh. Okay, this splitter cannot be here. Yeah, I just thought about it. The splitter needs to be on this side. So we could split here because we're between both machines, but this one, we're going to have to split right here instead. Something like that. Yeah, there we go. I'm actually going to... One, two... Let's see if this will work. 4. Oh, that will work. Okay. Huh. Interesting. The lifts could do some crazy things. Yeah, look at that. And then we could just go straight into that splitter. And straight into that. Alright, we got screws going in. We have rods going in. Right? Yeah, we got rods going in. Oh, very nice. Yeah, we got rods on that, yep. Okay, interesting. Interestingly, though, things seems to be working. Okay. Lift right there. What the heck, man? That is, that's nuts. Okay, then this will allow us to make rotors. So then we just need to connect it up to power, which it is connected up to itself anyway. Let's see, where's our power running? So there's our power right there. So then we want to do every 2 foundations. That 1, 2. And this one looks like we can only go once, so right there. And then there. We are now making rotors again. Hallelujah freaking Luya. We are now making rotors. Let's see, do I have my... I think I have my chainsaw on me, don't I? And we'll swap it with that. The item scanner should only be used when you're out searching for something. There you go. Yeah, we got our chainsaw. We've already used it. But I don't have bombs, so... Goodbye, nature. And now my inventory is full of crap. But that means we can make our rotors. So I think that's where I want it. So I'm gonna lock it in place. I like this new lock feature. Still waiting, by the way. We're still waiting on whatchamacallit. Still waiting on 1.0, the closed beta. They're sure taking their sweet time. They just redid the engineer, which is what we are. We're an engineer of Fix-It Incorporated. They're still working on that, so. Okay, so conveyor splitter. Or, sorry, a merger. And I want it to merge into that right there. Gotta be very careful with the control here. Alright, and then we're gonna go 4. And we'll do it this way. There we are. 3. There we go. So then they'll merge in, and they'll go into this box. Into this massive box. Massive rotor box. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here. And... okay, we won't be doing that. Give me this... give me this belt here. Alright, we'll just input it manually. So this belt's not staying here, by the way. It's just temporary until we can clear that box there. Then we need to get the rotors, a nice rotor belt going. So I'm going to remove this, remove that, and remove that. That will work for there. Okay, and this one also had rotors going to it, right? I imagine that's why this belt's empty. Oh no, this was rods. Okay, so we need to bring a rods belt. Yeah. Alright, we'll bring a rods belt. No big deal. We'll bring it out here. And bring it right underneath there. And then this is sort of the walkway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a 4. There we go. Just like that. So that way it keeps things off the walkway. Okay, that's going up there. And then we'll do... how are we going to do this? We could do one here. And then change that to vertical mode. I mean, I kind of wanted to add an extra foundation here anyway. Turn on to... there we go. Like I said, got to be very careful with my movements here. And go up with that. Yeah, we'll just use the vertical mode. Okay, is this rod box almost empty yet? The rod box, now it is. Like, now I can carry it all. Should be able to jump up here. Yeah, there we go. And then we can put all of our rotors in there. And then I'm going to grab a stack for me. Okay. And then remove this belt here. Nice. Then we can remove this box. And we're done. Job's done. Name that reference. That's an old game reference there, man. I say old. It's pretty old. Yes, it is. It is pretty darn old. Alrighty then. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a 5 here. we're going to need to add another. Yeah, we're going to need to add another. Go further out. Oh, we got some quartz blocking our way. We need quartz anyway, don't we? We need some quartz. For some reason you can't build on top of those, which is it's a little strange, but that's what it is. Some trees in our way. Yep. Okay. There's that. Alright, and then we want 5. So then we can run basically a kind of like a main bus type deal, but you know, with belts instead of circuit boards. So I'll run that there. I'll run that there. I'll take this along. I think that's lined up. Yeah, I don't know why it's not giving me a line. Oh no, it is just above there. Okay. So right there. 1, 2. Oops. How'd that get over there? Who put that there? Whoever put that there, you're fired. The heck kind of operation you think we're running? Okay, then from here we're going to go every 2 foundations, so. So like that. And then right here we're actually going to run a splitter. So 9. So like that. Okay. Let's get that connected up anyway. And connected. Alright. This one was making smart plating. So, did we already get past the phase? Yeah, phase 2 with 500 smart plating. Yeah, we're good. So that works for there. Oh, very nice. I think that's the only thing we had rotors for right there. This one's rods, so. And then what we're gonna do. Oops. Needed to go like that. Actually, no. I think this is actually perfect. This is actually perfect, is it? No. No, it's not. Damn. Although it was perfect for that. I was gonna be like, holy crap, that worked out. It's not gonna work out. Oh, there goes my internet. Look at that. Holy crap. Actually may lose connection here. Oh, we're back? Okay. There. See, I don't cut anything bad out, or anything that's not bad out. Oh, now I've lost connection entirely. Woo! It's back? Holy crap. It is the weekend. Every now and again we'll run into issues like that, but it looks like we are back and running again. Okay. Yep, so basically that was telling me that my internet connection was poor, and that I needed to, or that I just had to either wait or anything like that. So, this is going to be an issue. Oops. is it doing that? I'll be able to run that connector there. I'll have to run the connector 5 right here instead. Oh well. Okay. We only have rods going to one place though, right? And it's right here. Yeah. Got some internet issues dealing with. Yeah. Usually isn't this bad. I wonder what's going on. Game's still running though, so that's, pretty impressive. I have to use a lift there. Drop it down into the sand. Still pay attention that it's clipping into the sand a little bit. Hey, it's actually not that bad. It just has a little bit of sand in it. We'll just say it's still working. But yeah, there we go. We're now pumping out our modular frames again, which is good because we were getting a little low on those. I wonder as well. No, we're not even close. Why is this so slow? It's not hurting for anything, so it's just slow. That's okay. Need to get the rotors over here though. Which means I'm going to go hit a 5 here. I'm gonna follow the plating. It's being a pain in the butt. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we'll just follow this until we get over there. Yeah, we'll have to go. I might redirect this one actually, just to make that work. Okay. And then, so the motor machine is over here. So then we'll... No, it won't let me put that there. Oh, floor's too steep for some reason. Weird. And then we'll put that there. Then we'll go down roughly... Oh, we can't follow this no more. Okay. We'll have to head over this way then. It's going to be a little awkward. Something like that anyway. Well, let's get that hooked up and see what happens here. Get that rearranged. Okay, now that it's coming down over there. And internet's still acting up today. We may have to close out early, unfortunately. Actually, this might work if I do it this way. Yeah, we may end up having to close down early because we have to, because of the way the internet's acting up. It doesn't happen often, but it may end up being one of those. It seems like it's not happy right now. 5? 5. I'll bring that over there. And then to there. And now we have rotors for our motors. Look at that, beautiful. Because we didn't even overclock this, but you need 10 rotors per minute, which is insane to make your motors. So we're doing a little more motors than we need, but that is okay. And now we're making motors. So the reason we need to make motors is not only for oil processing, but also put the N key here. Okay, N key. Modular engines, is it called? Oh, we don't even have the thing for it yet. That's okay. Yeah, internet's being a little crappy today. It is not happy. I will tell you that. Every now and again. It's just because we have two different internet services in my area. One of them is very, very good, which is the one I'm using, and one of them is very, very crappy. So guess what? The entire the entire neighborhood is using. They all know who the crappy one is and who the good one is. So everyone's with the good one, and being the weekend and all, every now and again that we end up with issues. We're out of wires. We're not making enough wire for our stuff. Hold on, we need to figure this out. Look at this. This wire belt should not be empty right now. So we need to figure that out. We're taking more wires than we can make. I think this is the only thing taking wire, isn't it? Automated wiring, which is 50 cable per minute. Okay, so that's 50 cable per minute. Just making sure. Yeah, that's the only one taking cable at the moment. So we're gonna have to figure out our cable. So 50 cable per minute, and what are we producing on this? 60 cable per minute. Oh, we're out of wire. Oh, that's what the problem is. 120 wire per minute. 60. What the heck? Then why are we... why are we running out? Interesting, look at this, look. What the heck is going on? Oh, it's the belt! It's the belt in between. Oh, I never did think about it. I don't know if I can fix that. Yeah, we're gonna have to redo the belts here. I didn't even think about that. One of them is a Mark III, one of them is a Mark I. Okay, that makes sense. Now. That is funny. Wow. I was just like, what the? Everything's working like it should. What the heck? Okay, and we won't be able to fix it. We'll just have to replace it in the future if we go to upgrade this. So hopefully in the future, though, we won't have this system, but there. Now we're working like we should. So we ran ourselves out of cable, basically, which is interesting. I might have to shut down the... we might have to shut down the automated wiring for right now. Just so that we can build up on cable again. Because if I run out of cable, then I can't run power lines and everything else. So we're going to shut this down for a little bit. That way it stops making... Well, actually, we're making 10 more. Never mind. We'll be fine. We're making 10 more cable than we're using, so we're good there. But yeah, we're now making motors. Hooray! So that's awesome. Look at that. There goes our electric motor. Yeah, we need those as well, so won't be too bad. Look at that latency. Holy crap. Look at my latency. It's insane. I love it when I end up having issues like that, because it makes it more entertaining when you're having to battle internet issues and stuff like that. And look, even though I have such a horrible connection right now, Boosteroid is doing its absolute damnedest to try and keep me connected. They're like, stay connected. Power through, power through. Oh man, that's funny. And we're making rotors as well, so yeah, we're making 16 rotors per minute, which I know that the motor machine only needs 10, but we're also going to be using that for smart plating too, because we're going to need smart plating later on, I believe. If I remember right. I can't remember actually. But anyway, that's that. Yeah, and we're making motors, so that's cool. Oh. A few issues here and there. But yes. That's looking good there. Okay, so the next thing on the docket list is to get those, the steel beams and the concrete going. Steel beams and concrete, which makes the encased industrial beam. So we're going to need another factory to make concrete. Now, we're probably only going to use one assembler for this, because that makes the most sense. Steel beams... I'm trying to figure out where to run the steel beams. Steel beams might have to run down this hill. And we'll send the steel beams over to that concrete right there. And that might have to be next time's type of deal, just because of how many internet issues we're running into right now. As it looks like today is just not the day. Is this a Mark 1? Yeah, this is a Mark 1. Let's upgrade that to Mark 2. So Mark 2... Mark 2 needs production. Mark 2 needs... need 10 encased industrial beams, so I'll have to grab some more concrete. We got the steel beams, so we're good there. Okay, grab a stack of concrete. We need to go get rid of this stuff anyway. So I'm going to throw my wood and my leaves in there. And then the petals we're going to keep. You got to keep those flower petals, because those will come in handy later, should you wish to use it. So put that in there, as well as that quartz. And then I'm going to put those screws in there. We're also carrying around candy canes, I just noticed. How long have we been carrying those around? Oh, jeez. Let's go to our Christmas box. Put those in there. Alrighty. So... that looks good there. Good. Upgrade. Cased industrial beams. Make 10 of those. Oh, won't take us too long anyway. We have everything else we need. Okay. Yeah, the internet connection is just being really bad right now, so we're going to go ahead and upgrade this, and then we're going to go ahead and call it for now. Because otherwise, this is what we're going to be dealing with. I think this has only happened one other time since I've used the service. Just sometimes my internet decides, nope, today's not the day. Oh, I forgot to make an extra portable miner. Whoops. So that's production, crafting bench. Oops, that's not a crafting bench. That's equipment bench. I'm trying to give it a chance to clear up, but yeah, doesn't look like my internet's going to clear up anytime soon. Yeah, even on my router or my modem, I always get the two confused. My modem, it's got a yellow light that's appearing every now and again, so yeah, that would be it. I just looked up and I just see this yellow light. It's like, Okay, then we're going to fully overclock that bad boy. Because we're going to need plenty of concrete. So 150, this is an impure node. Yeah, that's an impure node, so 150. Then we can overclock this a little bit anyway. Okay, that's one overclock. 2 overclock. Or 3 overclock will do it. 112, okay. That's actually not that bad. At least we're fully overclocked now, so we're making so now we're making concrete at 37.5. So 2.5 times faster than we were before. Which isn't too bad. And we're still overproducing our concrete, so that's not too bad. I'll just throw that in there. Nope. Yeah. Okay, well, anyway, I think that is going to be it for this episode of Satisfactory. Unfortunately cut short due to internet connectivity issues. But that's okay. It's only about 15 minutes shorter than normal, so it's not too bad. We got the rotor factory going, we got the motor factory going, and everything is working as it should, which is awesome. So I'm pretty happy about that. So yeah. Next time we'll focus on the encased industrial beams, so we can get those going as well. And then we're going to get into some more advanced stuff. We're going to get into oil production with plastic and rubber and stuff like that. But that'll all have to be later, unfortunately, like I said. So yeah, like I said, that is going to be it for this episode. So I do hope you enjoyed. Also, just before you go, should you wish to get a subscription to Boosteroid, there's a link down in the description below that'll help you do that. And if you decide to use that link, I do thank you because you do help out the channel. But yeah, and whatnot. So, like I said, that's going to be it. So, again, do hope you enjoyed, and hopefully you have yourselves a great rest of your weekend. Until next time, I guess it's a goodbye.